Dumelang bagaetsho ko gae, and welcome back to Conversations with Madam President. Today on our show, we just wanted to wish you a happy Sunday by sharing this little message which I always had in my heart. And it's the scripture that says, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. And it got my attention due to the fact that, most of the times as human beings, we want things to happen our way. Just because there are things we are able to do and we get the results, we always think that it should be like that all the time. And something that I've learned through all this is that as human beings, we need to understand the season that we are in, the battles that we are fighting, the kind of strategy that we have to use for fighting those battles. It can be that the way in which you fought your previous battle is the way in which you have to fight this current battle. It's way too different. We need to understand that for each and every level or for each and every elevation, there's going to be a battle that you are going to fight. But the most important thing is understanding that the ways in which we are going to be fighting, it's not the same. You might have fought by doing what you have to do or doing your part and you got results. But there are times where you have to remain still and know that God is God. Surrendering and knowing that God will fight the battles for you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to surrender and trust fully that God has got your back. God understands what you're going through. God sees where you are. God sees your efforts. God sees everything that you do. Everything that you are doing, He sees it, and you need to surrender yourself to the moment and understand that He is God, and all you need to do is be still. Sometimes we miss our moments because we tend to get in the way of God by fighting battles on our own. And I think it's something that we all struggle with. We can't be able to discern, okay, this is the moment for me to be still and allow God to do His will. We always want to be involved and do this. I want to do this for me to be able to achieve this. Yes, there are times for that. That's why we need to have wisdom and understanding and discernment of every space, situation, level that we are on to say, now that I am here, how am I supposed to fight my battles? Am I supposed to fight my battles by actively being involved or actively doing what I have to do to be able to win? Or is it a time where I have to be still and understand that there is someone who is fighting for me? And we sometimes we miss the mark by simply doing things that are not in accordance to His will. If it is a season for Him to fight for us, what we need to do, our part is to be still and know that He is God. Don't get in the way of God by doing what He has not said that you must do. So that's why it is very much important to understand where you are. What is it that you have to do? The part that you have to play as an individual. What is it that you need to do? Is there the moment for you to be still and know that He's God? Where you fully surrender, you don't have to say a thing. You don't have to do a thing and understand it. Just remain and surrender to the belief that He is God. And all you have to do is be still. Are we willing to do that? Are we able to do that? Or all we do, we just do what others are doing. We are even missing our mark or what we have to do simply because we are copying the ways of others. Just because someone else next to you is using the other strategy does not mean it is your strategy to use. So there is power in being still and knowing that He is God. There is power in surrendering, in understanding and surrendering fully and trusting Him that He knows what you're going through. He knows what you have done. He knows that you did everything that you could ever do for you to be able to win. But this is the time for Him to just do what He has to do. You've done your part. You did all you could. But this is the moment for us to be still and understand that He is God. And it's something that we struggle a lot as human beings because we always want to be doing. We always want to be doing. We just don't want to be in the moment where we just allow God to do what He wants to do because we always want to be doing. And sometimes we miss the mark by simply doing things that we are not supposed to do at the moment that we choose to do them. Maybe that's the moment for you to be still and know that He's God. We get in the way of Him fighting for our battles we're getting in the way for him to bring opportunities or open doors of opportunity that he wanted to do by simply just being busy and not being able to be still and know that he is God. When you are still, we are able to hear him clearly. We are able to know and discern and to understand, okay, maybe this is the time for me to move. Maybe this is the time for me to do this, because we are at the moment where we surrendered fully and we are just awaiting for him to give us a sign to do something. It is okay. You know, there are moments where we just have to do what we have to do, but there are moments where we have to remain still and understand our power is limited. But we need something way beyond the supreme power to be able to do things on our behalf, to open doors of opportunities for us, to elevate us where we are supposed to be, to do what we can't do, only he can do. Only he can do, actually. To be able to bring us opportunities that even what we do with our efforts cannot be able to afford us to be able to get those opportunities that we want. But if it's him who is moving on our behalf, he will break protocols for us to be able to get those opportunities, because it is according to his will. May we never miss our moments just because we want to remain busy, occupied. We just want to be busy, but nothing fruitful comes out of it. We probably miss our moments simply because we are missing the point that maybe this is the season for us to be still and know that he is God, and knowing that you are able to surrender. You don't have to fight, you don't have to talk. There is time for everything. Just understand where you are. Just understand the season that you are in. Just understand what you have to do at that point. If it is your moment to be still and know that it's God, fully surrender. Fully surrender. Even though you don't understand, fully surrender and believe that he is God. Even though there is chaos around you, remain still and know that he is God. Even though things around you are just a mess, you do this, you touch this, nothing goes accordingly. Maybe this is the moment for you to just remain still and know that he's God, so that you don't ruin things even further. Maybe he is the one who has to shift things for you. You don't have to do anything. Maybe we are ruining our things because we are moving not according to his will, but our will, because we just want to remain busy. Yet there's nothing fruitful that comes out of it. There's nothing wrong with being still and knowing that he's God. Let us give him a moment and time to work on our lives. And by doing that, we are fully understanding that there are things that we can do, but there are things where we have to remain still and know that only he can do them for us. Only he can do them for us. May we stop worrying. May we stop beating ourselves. May we stop judging ourselves simply because things are not going our way. Maybe ours at this point is to be still and know that he is God. And we must fully trust in him that he will do what he has to do for us to be where we are supposed to be. This is just a message that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you are well and you will enjoy your beautiful Sunday. And I wish you a blessed and productive week ahead. Have a blessed day. From me to you, with love, Madam President.